Hello and welcome back to the Cryptic Twist. I'm your host Alex Jones, and today we're looking at the Daily Mail's 27th of May Cryptic Crossword. Let's get started. So as with any cryptic crossword, in a clue we're going to be looking for a straightforward definition as one part of it, and then probably a second source of clue as well, maybe a second definition, maybe a piece of wordplay. Let's see what we can see. So here we have careless hit and run. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, so let's go on to the next. Cold sweets provided in police station. Provided in makes me think this is a hidden. And yes, in police station we can see the word ICES, ices, which could be what you would call a cold sweet. So an ice cream or an ice lolly, you might refer to them as ices. That gives us two crossing letters. Chanel with a drink. I'm guessing that's Chanel and shouldn't be channel. But yeah, Chanel with a drink. Not seeing what that one could be. Orator, maybe speaker, needing hi-fi component. Yeah, so an orator is oration is speaking. So an orator is one that speaks. So sorry, orator. Person who delivers a speak. So yeah, this is a double definition. We've got orator meaning speaker, and a hi-fi component would be a physical speaker that you're plugging in. Excellent quip. I'm imagining this one here has to be a double definition as well. If you've got two words, then it's very difficult to have anything other than a double definition. There's just not the words there for any sort of wordplay. Okay. I'm not seeing it though. Excellent. Great. Fantastic. Not seeing it. Small boat. From County Clare, possibly. I'm wondering if this could be an anagram. Can county be abbreviated to like CY or CT, and then Clare? Like that would give us 7 letters. Because I'm not sure what the... And then we're probably then looking for small boat. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's come back. We've got some crossing letters and can try and work it out. Disorder. When grenade goes off. I mean, disorder and goes off both feel like they could be anagram indicators. Grenade here is the right number. There's a number of different things that could be. Angered, maybe. Let's look at one down, assuming that we've got that A in there, and see if we can make that work. The game is up for a valuable violin. A valuable violin could be a Stradivarius. That's a very specific word. So Stradivarius was a manufacturer, a maker, a person, a single person who made violins. And this is one of those things where, because of like the specific homemade resin that he used, it ages particularly well. So even if you made a new violin of this in this manner now, it would take 100 years to age in the way. So a valuable violin is a strad. I wonder if this could be a strad, and then we're putting that up, and that will give us a game. So what would that be? Oh no, clearly not, because it's too many letters. But what if that was just... Yes, this is going to work. So strad up is darts, so it's not an A there. Okay, well, goes off is also 7 letters. Could grenade be an anagram indicator there? Dud Moore, the famous lover. The famous lover could be Romeo with an R start. And yet Moore is a anagram. So dud is our anagram indicator. If something is dud, then it's wrong. Unhappy with river in flood. I mean, we're looking for a 5-letter word with an O that maybe means flood or river in flood. So immediately flood is what comes to mind. So I don't like that too much. Almost venerate a large naval officer. Okay, so a naval officer here could be admiral. And if you venerate someone, you admire them. We're going to have almost venerate. So we're going to take off the last letter, and then a large. A is A, and large in terms of clothing sizes, small, medium, large, gives us the L. So the wordplay works for that. That doesn't. I mean, goes off doesn't work there now either. Buff from Gdansk, possibly. Feels like an anagram. So possibly could be an anagram indicator. Gdansk could be the anagram fodder. Buff is probably our definition. No, not with an L there. Making a lot of, oh, it must mean this, statements that are turning out to be wrong here. Let's see what we've got in the next one. Right to support the Queen. So I think this one here is going, so if something supports something, then it could be a prop, and the Queen can be ER. That would give us proper, meaning right. I think prop can be used generally, actually, can't it? But I was thinking in rugby terms specifically. Specific recipes in a mess. In a mess could be an anagram indicator. Recipes, here is the right number of letters. So something that means specific. Precise. Yes, that looks good. Got some crossing letters down there now as well. We've got this one actually as well. Come back again about dog. Dog can be a cur. Let's have a quick look at that one. Cur, a dog. And if something is about something, in terms of like if you're writing a memo, it's about the car. Re the car. So RE gives us recur, which does mean come back. Well, that C doesn't help. Do have an R here now though. Feels like we need this 4 down to be able to pass this whole top bit now. Small container designed for ash, etc. I'm imagining that designed here is an anagram indicator and ash, etc. is our anagram fodder. Sheath. Doesn't quite work. I think that's going to give us some problems in a minute. Let's see what else we've got. An ass somewhere in Belgium. Flanders doesn't quite fit and doesn't fit the wordplay at all. English in shelters. Comfortable home in suburban estate. In here is a hidden indicator. We've got NEST. Nests. And that's at least fairly straightforward. Painless treatment for dogs. Painless is 8 letters. If you treat that, it could be an anagram. Looking for dog, so maybe a breed of a dog. Only got one E, so it can't be like something E's at the end. Spaniels. Yeah, that worked out nicely. We've got some good crossing letters here as well. Let's see what we've got. Change direction, skirting one city in Italy. If you change direction, you turn. If that skirts or goes around one, which could be the Roman numeral 1 or I for 1, then we'd get, there's our turn, there's our 1 in it, Turin, which is a city in Italy. So city in Italy is a definition. Yep, that's good. Put up beams in the auditorium. If you put something up, you might raise it. Auditorium might be homophone indicator. Auditory means of the hearing. So that could be raise. As in, if you put something up, you raise it like that. But beams might be raised like that. So I think that works. Some people assume they are heard in court. That's a nicely worded clue. It feels like a very natural sentence. So some here I think is another hidden indicator. Was that third this puzzle? People assume. We've got the PLE and then AS giving us please. Well, this word should be easy now, right? An ass. An is an. Then ass or an idiot could be a twerp. And Antwerp is a city in Belgium. Ignore exam result at university. If you ignore an opportunity, you pass it up. And I think if you've gone to university, if you're at university, you have passed up from the sixth form to university. I think that's the phrase. Let's look it up actually, see if we can find it. Well, it likes pass up as in to ignore. I think AI is not being helpful there. It's just putting a university reference in there, but I think it's fine. Master almost changed sides. Master almost. If we take off the R, that's almost all the word master. If we change that, then we get teams, which does mean sides. But again, master almost changed sides. Nicely worded. It feels like a sentence and not a weird clue with wordplay. Heading for the championship. Not sure. Not even sure where to begin on that one. Heading could be the first letter of something. The championship, a cup, I don't know. Do your bit with sales talk at home. Okay, so if you're at home, then you are in, as opposed to if you're not at home when you're out. A sales talk could be a pitch. And that's going to give us pitch in, which does mean do your bit. Heading could be a total. No, it's a title. And if you have won the championship, then you get a title, I think is what it's trying to get at here. Buff. If you buff something, you polish it. And I'm guessing that Gdansk is a city in Poland. Gdansk, a city in Poland, yes. So that's a double definition. We're going with polish. Material moved to and fro, we hear. If something moves to and fro, it sways. And that's moved past tense, so we're going swayed. So we're hearing move to and fro, homophone indicator, and our definition is the material, which is spelled like this. Again, we've got a lot of crossing letters here. It should be very doable. So this English in shelters now should be fine. We've got so many crossing letters. The word in here feels like it's positional, so English inside of a word that means shelters. And I'm guessing then that the definition is I am surprised. English could be E, in which case we're looking for a 6-letter word for shelters. We've got an S on the end to match up with like the ending of shelters here. So shelters could be a plural noun or it could be a verb. If you shelter, you hide. I am surprised. Not seeing it. Let's think on that and then go back to this difficult top section. Careless, hit and run. Something's careless, it's slapdash. It's not sure. I'm not seeing it. Alright, let's have a look at this county abbreviation. CO. So CO, Claire, coracle. I only know the word coracle. I think it comes up in, is it in the Narnia series, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I think the mouse Reapercheap has a little coracle that he goes off in at the end. Let's look up coracle. Small round boat made of wickerwork. Yeah, that sounds good. So that gives us a crossing here though. Channel or Chanel with a drink. Can't be cider. These two are connected, and if we don't get one, we're not getting a hint on the other one. Oh, Chanel. Coco Chanel. And actually, cocoa is a homophone for what we're looking for. So it's cocoa, spell like that, with A, and that gives us cocoa, the drink. Crack. A quip would be a crack, like a wise crack. And is that... if you're an excellent shot, you'd be a crack shot. Yeah, so that works. Small container designed for ash, etc. So we thought this was going to be a anagram of ash, etc. Small container, satch. No. Satch would have the C further down. Like a satch and satchel, it feels like it could be a word, but it's not here. Surprising how much of an issue it causes with that there. Doesn't feel likely, does it? I think this H needs to go with either the T or the S, and on that base I think it needs to go back here. But oh, no. So I didn't know that this was an English word, but Tasche is a German word for bag. As evidenced here, when I look it up, I get a German meaning, but Taschen, presumably a Tasche is slightly, yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think we can at least use that for now as, and then look at some crossing letters over, look at the crossing letters there and use them as if they're going to be right, and then use that to check it. Oh no, just realised those letters are the wrong way round, aren't they? So actually, even if we were going for Tasche, that isn't an acceptable spelling of it. Disorder when grenade goes off. Like if we like darts, which I do, and if we like admiral, then we've got an S and an R, so it's not. So unhappy with river in flood. With or in could both be joining words. So this is, if this is unhappy with river, then it might be in the name of river, or it might just be the letter R. But I'd imagine it reads like that. And if this is river, or if our wordplay is river in flood, then I'd imagine that our R goes there or there. I'm not sure which one. Or I guess it could be a two-letter river, like the Po, with flood, three letters being around. The whole thing meaning unhappy. Careless and hit and run. What if that was double? So careless could mean slapdash, and a hit and run, slap and dash works. That could work. And it's with this A. Have I got this the wrong way round? Yeah, so actually in this it's the game that is up, isn't it? So darts is up, giving Strad, which is our definition, valuable violin. So that explains why we're finding this corner so difficult, because we couldn't find a word because there was no word. So then this becomes much more easily sachet. This can now be an anagram of grenade. If you disorder something, do you derange it? So in retail, if you stop selling something, you would derange it. You'd stop it from being in your range. Yeah, and here, that works with this, because if you're unhappy, then you're feeling down. If you put R in there, then we get drown, which would mean flood. If you drown the engine in petrol, you flood the engine. So that feels okay. Yeah, so disorder is our definition for derange. Just got this then. English in shelters. The word in there. The word in could be positional, as in E inside of shelters, as we had. Or it could be that that's a join. We're looking for something that means shelters, and then I am surprised. And I am surprised could be something like oh or gosh. If we try and read it differently, maybe English could be the... English doesn't feel like it could be the definition. Heavens. If I'm surprised, I might say heavens as an exclamation. And E in that. It's not this E here, actually. It's this E here. So havens is my shelters. It is a noun, plural noun. E for English in that gives us heavens. So that makes that work. Okay. Not too bad. We got there. There were one or two that we found a little tricky. Sachet, at least in part. No, I just found that one difficult, didn't I? There wasn't a reason. These two here were mostly because this one was the wrong way around. We managed to rectify that, but it certainly cost us a bit of time. And given that was the first clue I think we found, then yeah, you must have been looking at the whole video just like, don't think it's darts, I don't think it's Strad, don't think it's darts, I think it's Strad. Okay, well, if you enjoyed what you saw, then do like and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow with another Daily Mail Cryptic Crossword. Feel free to try one yourself. The link is in the description. Have any problems? Well, maybe we have the same problem, but hopefully we'll be able to solve it for you. Thank you very much. Until next time.